Hi, future Julie here, popping on at the start of the video just to let you know that I had some issues when I started editing with some of my clips today. So for some reason, some of my clips at the park went into slow-mo mode. So I didn't have it in slow-mo mode because they start off okay and they finish okay, and then they go slow in the middle. So the first one I just left slow, and then the others I've tried to speed them up. So I apologise for the quality of today's video. I have tried my best with it, so hopefully it's okay, and hopefully you still want to watch it, but I understand if you don't. You could just skip those bits. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. I don't know if my phone is just overheating because of the heat wave we've had, or whether, I don't know what it is. I'm hoping my phone's not on its way out. I can't afford to replace my phone right now, so I need it to be okay. So yeah, I just thought I'd pop on and say that there are a few clips. The rest of it is all fine, and the rest of it's recorded fine. But yeah, just thought I'd let you know. Right, on with the video. Indoor workout's done, so I did a 10-minute warm-up, 30-minute strength class, which is part of the strength series I started on the Peloton. So I've done it at home today, not in the gym. And then I did a 10-minute stretch after, like a cool-down stretch. It was really good, quite hard. It's completely different to doing weights at the gym, doing the weights here, because I'm using lighter weights, but more complex movements, so it is a different workout. So I did enjoy it, and I'm sure I'll feel sore after. So yeah, all done for my indoor. I'm going to try and get some more water down because I'm really thirsty. I was having odd sits because you're only supposed to sit while you're doing those sort of classes. You're not supposed to gulp it down. It's not like doing full-on cardio, although my heart rate was quite high. Just bear with me one sec. That's better. I'm going to make a protein shake for myself, and I'm going to make coffee. I realised I could just have my yoghurt now instead of having my shake, but I do fancy a protein shake, so I'm going to have that. I'm going to get my coffee. Eddie's just gone on the bike and he's going to do some sort of exercise in here, so I'm leaving the mats down for him. So I'm going to go and get my drinks ready, grab a quick shower because I am sweaty, and start my day. I've got my reading to do yet. It's 8:20, so hopefully I'll get time to do all that before I start work, before I log on. So not that you're interested, but just in case you are, this is the protein powder I'm using at the moment, and this is from Costco. It's 2 kilos and it's about £40, so not cheap, but it's really good protein powder. It's got 58 servings in here. It's got 5.7 grams of BCAAs, 2.1 grams of sugar, no added sucrose. And then it's for 34 grams, which is what I have, with 200 mils of water, 129 calories and 25 grams of protein. But it's got all the amino acid profile down here, which obviously is important to be a complete protein. So I don't really understand it, but I just know that it's a good one. Tom's very good with this kind of thing. It also tastes nice. I don't really like chocolate whey powders normally. I normally go for vanilla, but that's really nice. And then in it, I just add a scoop of this. So this is the creatine, I don't know how you pronounce it. It says increases power. It's creatine monohydrate. But what I've read is that if you're perimenopausal, menopausal, it helps your brain function as well. So I'm adding a scoop of that. It does mean that you don't always lose weight as efficiently because it adds water to, it soaks all your muscles with water, from what I gather. So, but it's important because it's not just about the weight loss for me, it's about my general health. So, long-term health. I want to be able to run around after grandkids if I'm blessed with having any. Let's see what I've got here. £35, that'll do. I'll track 35 grams in my app. Where's my phone? Oh, I'll track it after. I'm using my phone to record. I can't track it straight away. And just scoop that goes in. And then I just have water and I blend it using my blender. So this is what I'm using. I've just got a Kenwood blender that I got in Costco. It's got all the chopping attachments and stuff as a food processor, and it's got a blender. So I just use that and I love it because it does everything. So anyway, I'm going to go. I thought I'd just quickly show you what I'm using just in case you are interested. Obviously there are lots of other protein powders out there, but this is the one that I'm currently really enjoying. So they've actually got one in Costco that was a Reese's one, which I thought was really itching to try, but I couldn't justify spending another £40 when I've still got like half of this. We do get through it quite quickly because both me and Tom are consuming it, and Tom has 2 scoops because obviously he's very muscly in building, so he has 2 scoops, so it lasts us about like a month or so, but about halfway through this one I'd say. So perhaps when I go to get the next one I might try the Reese's one, but I don't like messing when I like something. just reading my pages, and it's this book. Stop Overthinking. 23 techniques to relieve stress, stop negative spirals and declutter your mind. And it's not great. But look at this. See this paragraph here? If you look on line, which line is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Line 7. It's the sentence, the line starts off with time. Look at the you deliberately. There's loads of it like this where the words aren't spaced out correctly. There's another one down here. Well-being or pleasure. It's or I was asking what's the word or pleasure mean, then realised it was another one of these where they've just merged the words together. I don't know if it was a factory second book or what. I got it off Vinted, but it makes it so awful to read because it's so badly laid out. All the content is the typical sort of stuff like write stuff down, do some journaling. There's nothing that's like new content. There's nothing really. There's some good bits about how to like stop yourself spiraling with this 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique, but in reality I don't know anyone who'd actually put that into practice, to be honest. I mean, maybe someone will reply back to my comments and let me know that they do, but I don't know, I'm just not enjoying it. I'm hoping I get through it quite quickly because I'm not enjoying it as a book at all. It says, acclaimed author Nick Trenton will walk you through obstacles with detailed and proven techniques to help you rewire your brain, control your thoughts and change your mental habits. What's more, the book will provide you scientific approaches to completely change the way you think and feel about yourself. It doesn't feel very scientific, if I'm honest. And there's also no appendix at the back of this book. So there's no references to anything that's actually like proven scientific literature. So I'm just not enjoying it. I think Tom read it and said it was rubbish. Eddie read it and thought it was okay. It was the first book Eddie read, and Eddie's not really done like non-fiction before, like I hadn't at the start of 75 Hard. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend this one, personally. Someone did ask me in the comments, I think it might have been Anne-Marie, of what I thought of Fat Loss Habits, and I really enjoyed that book. I think I might do like a summary. When I finish 75 Hard and I go through all of it, I might go through the books that I've read and which ones I recommend and which ones I don't recommend, because it's a mixed bag, but there are a couple of books that I really enjoyed reading. Whether I've taken anything from it, I don't know, but I actually enjoyed them and actually thought that they were quite useful and gave some good information, so I'll probably do that. If you can hear anything, by the way, I haven't got my microphones plugged in and Eddie's still working out downstairs, so you can hear lots of like instructors shouting and music, so apologies if you can. Makes a change from drilling and God knows what else going on from outside my house. Right, I'm going to go. I've got to log on to work now, so I've logged my computer on. I was just finishing reading my book whilst I was waiting for it all to load up and get itself sorted, so I shall see you when I have something to eat. So for breakfast this morning I've got some crispy bacon courtesy of Eddie, half a tin of cherry tomatoes. I've got 2 slices of wholemeal bread. They're 55 calories a slice with 7 grams of the Norpat Litron. I've put in some cakes. I'm probably just going to have one with that, and I'm going to have some jam on the other one. So I've tracked 15 grams of jam, but yeah, it's quite low in calories. Decided not to have an egg, so I think I might have egg at lunchtime. Here's my lunch. So I've got an omelette. It's got 2 slices of ham, some spicy primula, a little bit of mozzarella and cheddar, all weighed and measured, and then there's some tomato. Then I've got some side salad, which is just iceberg lettuce, cucumber and tomato, and a bit of lighter salad cream. So it's all tracked. I think it's like 378 calories or something, but this is my lunch and I'll catch you later. Walk. So we're out for our 45-minute outdoor walk, and it's not bad today actually. It's warm but not hot. Perfect temperature for me for walking. There's a bit of a breeze and the sun's not bright and shining, so perfect for me. So we're currently only 12.5 minutes in, so still quite a way to go. We're doing the reverse of what we normally do, but I actually think doing it this way is harder, so probably get my talking out the way now because I'll probably be so out of breath later I won't be able to record anything. Pardon? Oh yeah, just perched. You can't see it on camera though. So these signs have all popped up. I don't think you can actually see what they say, but they say that they're aware of unauthorised tunnelling. Stay away while we resolve the issue.
you look down here, now this is a place where we've said for ages there's loads of rubbish. It looks like someone's trying to tunnel underneath this bank here. So I don't know if that's someone who's, I don't know if it's kids or if that's someone that's trying to live underneath here. A bit worrying though, isn't it? So we're now 32 minutes into the walk, so not far off done. The sun's shining again now, but it is lovely. It's just the perfect temperature today. So I'm just going to carry on. Outdoor walk is done. Here's my dinner. So I've got 2 of the stand and stuff bowls. I've got half a pack of the chicken, which is the hot and spicy one. I've got under here, I've got peppers, onions, I've got some lettuce, tomato, cucumber. Then I've got just, I can't remember how much cheese now, but I've weighed it out. I've got cheese on top, some salsa and some reduced fat sour cream. And over here I've got some purple sprout and broccoli that I've just cooked in spray oil with some garlic pepper on. So this is my dinner. It takes me up to, I think I've got like 50 calories left, so this will be the only thing I'm eating. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning, it is Friday and I've decided, well, we both have decided, Eddie and Luna with me, to come out for our walk early. I think it's going to be 26 degrees today. I've only just started the vlog now because they've got travellers just over there. And there's police and stuff. I don't know if they're being made to leave now. They've been here for a few days. So, because the thing is, it's okay them being here, but they'll make a mess of like the cricket pitch and stuff for the kids. So they're being moved on. I don't know how they got in actually, because someone must have left the gates open. But anyway. Outdoor walk is done. So we've got back in time for me to get a coffee and then log on to work. But I managed to stop at the greengrocers and get some baking potatoes for tea, and then I bought some bread because I haven't made any, and if I want some for like breakfast or whatever. So I just bought a small wholemeal, small white loaf and a small cheese and onion loaf. So that should be enough to see us through. So I'm going to go and log on now and have a coffee hopefully, and I'll catch you later. Here's my breakfast for 296 calories. I've got 150 grams of the Skia Milbona fat-free yogurt. I've got 30 grams of granola, 139 grams of strawberries. Although I couldn't remember whether I'd zeroed it, so I don't know if that's right. But I've got 139 grams of strawberries, and I've just got 12 grams of honey, just to sweeten it slightly. And this is my breakfast. It's 2:30. Eddie and Tom are outside having a sort out. We've got all these like picnic blankets from when the kids were small and all sorts in there, which is quite nice looking back. We're getting rid of loads of CDs that are going to the charity shop, DVDs, because what's the point? We don't even have anything to play them on these days. Even the car doesn't have a CD player. Anyway, I'm busy working while those two are out there doing that. And I've come down and I've made egg, mayonnaise. I've actually put a bit of salad cream in it because that's how I used to have it years ago and I quite like it. So I'm going to have a sandwich with egg mayo and tomato. I don't like egg and tomato mixed together. It's really bizarre. But there's an egg mayo, like a salad cream sandwich from M&S that's got salad cream in it. And they put tomato on it and I love it. So I might put the tomato on the side. I'm not sure. But I got this bread from the bakery. It's a little Hovis loaf. And I got them to slice it thinly. So it's really thin. So I'm hoping if it doesn't weigh too heavy, I might even be able to have 2 sandwiches because it is like just a 400 gram loaf. So I'm going to see how the calories come out. All I've had to eat is that yoghurt and strawberries and granola you saw me have earlier. I've just been looking through the Peloton app to see what I want to do today. So I don't know if I want to go across to the gym or if I want to do another workout here because my legs are really sore. It's my hamstrings around the back. I've tried using we've got this thing that Eddie got from the Marathon Expo when he did the London Marathon that you can roll out with. I call it a stick of pain. I think it's called the stick. And it hasn't particularly helped. So I've been looking on the Peloton and there is a foam rolling for glutes and something else, hamstrings I think it is. I don't know if that's 10 or 15 minutes. And then there's a 30 minutes, I think it's a focus flow for the hips or lower body. And then there's my core workout, which is 5 minutes I need to get in. Because I keep saying I'm going to do it and I still haven't done it. Because I've done a lot of other core exercises recently, so I haven't done the 5 minute one. So does that take me up to 30, 45? Yeah, that takes me up to my 45 minutes. It might even be longer than that. I know when I did it up, I thought, oh, that'll be fine. I'll do that for my indoor workout. And that sort of thing I could even do whilst I'm doing dinner. But dinner tonight is going to be jacket potato. I bought these real nice big baking potatoes from the greengrocers when I went out for my walk earlier. So I just said to Eddie and to Tom that I'm going to do jacket potatoes with tinned mince and cheese, which I can track quite easily. It's a nice, easy dinner. And that'll be, I think the baking potatoes were 70p each, but like I say, they are these nice big ones. So that's the plan for dinner. And I have got the pizza that got reduced a couple of days ago that's not got any meat on it, so it'll be fine even though it's out of date. Or we could always have like a little slither of pizza on the side. So I think the pizza, for half the pizza it was like, hang on, let me have a quick look rather than just making it up. So half the pizza is 500 calories. So if I have a quarter, that'll only be like 250 plus the jacket potato. So it might be doable. Right, I'm going to get my lunch ready and I'll show you when it's ready. So here's my lunch for 466 calories. The slices of bread are so thin that 4 slices were only 93 grams. So I decided to do myself a tomato sandwich and an egg mayo sandwich. And like I said, the mayo is made with light and light mayo and a little bit of light salad cream. So tracked it the best I can. I think I've actually probably put too many calories in because I've actually tracked 2 eggs and I definitely haven't had 2 whole eggs on here. There's still quite a lot left. I think I did 4 eggs altogether, but there's definitely more than half left. So that's fine though. I'd rather overcount than undercount. And I've got a bit of Norpat lighter on and then just tomato on that one. So I'm looking forward to it. I've just got my water on the go. I shall catch you later on. It's getting really warm again, particularly inside the house, so I'm looking forward to when I finish, but I'm just going to carry on working for now. I haven't took a lunch break, so I'm going to try and log off early, I think, today, because I'll have had enough by then. And I'll catch you in a bit. Oh, I haven't coloured this in either for days. We're actually, what date is it? 27th. We're actually down here. I've got all those days to colour in. And not many to go. 45-minute indoor workout is done, and it was surprisingly a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I knew the core bit would be hard, but I thought the yoga would be a bit easier, but it was actually really, really hard, and it's so hot in my kitchen. I've got my air fryer on for my jacket potatoes, but it was actually really, really hot, so it's done though. So my air fryer's saying 4 minutes, but I think it might need a bit longer, so I'm just going to have a quick look at that, and then I'm going to go and get changed. Here's my dinner. So this is a jacket potato with Norpat lighter, some of the minced beef out of a can, and some 30% lighter mature cheese. And this is a quarter of the pizza. So I've tracked it all in my app and I've still got 100 and something calories left. I'll have to put a screenshot in. And yeah, so this will probably be me done actually for today. So I shall see you tomorrow. Just working on this and I'm about to put the resident on, I think. I'm on my last water and I've got a cup of tea as well. So it's currently 9:45. I've nearly finished that. So I'm just going to try and do a bit more knitting, watch a bit of a programme and then go to bed. So I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Saturday and it's actually the 28th of June. So nearly at the end of June. I've weighed in this morning, so I've got to record my weigh-in update in a bit. I have done my progress picture and I'm sitting reading my book. I didn't get up and do a workout this morning because I was late going to bed. Sat watching The Resident and we'd reached a point where I kind of wanted to carry on watching it, which is not like me. And the other reason I haven't gone to the gym this morning is because we've got someone, Eddie's been putting stuff on Facebook Marketplace as part of the garage clear out. And we've had loads of we're selling stuff cheap. It's like camping stoves for a £5, so you can imagine we're getting loads of interest. So we had did we have 2 people come last night? We did, didn't we? 2 people came last night, and then we've got like a range of people coming today at various different times. And I think the first one's coming like about 9:30ish. So by the time I got up, I just thought, I don't want to leave Eddie to try and deal with Luna and someone coming because she doesn't like visitors. So I decided to put off. I do want to go for a walk. I'm expecting to be warm today. It says it's going to get 26 degrees, but actually at the moment it's quite overcast. It's quite overcast at the minute. So I think the plan is once this person's come to buy something this morning, we're going to head off out to the park or somewhere, go for a walk, and then so we'll get the outdoor one out of the way, and then I've just got to fit my indoor one in at some point. I would like to go to the gym today, but I'm not sure how busy it's going to be. It's unpredictable at our gym.
So if not, I'll just do a workout here like I have been doing. I haven't been on the bike actually all week, so I could do with going on the bike and doing a power zone ride or something, so I might do that later. We'll see. I have got other bits to do. I want to try and clean my bathrooms and stuff today if I can, or clean. I'm actually going to clean under the stairs like I keep promising, but still haven't done it. I might get you to help. He's there nodding at me, but I don't want to spend all my weekend doing it.
No, we could do it together, it's fine.
So I might do that because there is stuff we need to get rid of from under there. Anyway, I just thought I'd fill you in. I've not had anything to eat yet. I am getting hungry though, so I might have something. I don't know whether to have something now before we head off out so that I can energise my walk. I don't know. This book I am finding really hard going. I do not recommend it at all. I don't know if it's just because, I don't know. There's no links anywhere to any kind of scientific evidence. There's anything that's backed or supported by science. It's all, there's techniques about grounding yourself and stuff, and I know they work, and I know CBT works, but some of the stuff is just like, it's just the way it's written as well. I'm just not enjoying it. So I find myself getting distracted whilst I'm reading. I keep picking my phone up and stuff. I need to just get it finished. But yeah, I don't recommend this book at all. It's just, I showed you the other day on the vlog, it's just so badly written. They've got loads and loads of instances where the words aren't spaced out properly, and they've got words merged together, and it just doesn't make for enjoyable reading. So anyway, I'm going to get on and try and finish my pages because I'm procrastinating. I've had a coffee already, but I'm actually ready for a cup of tea, I think. So I might go and have a cup of tea. I think we've got eggs in. And I've got bread, so I don't know whether to have something like boiled eggs or just have like egg on toast or something for breakfast. I've also got yoghurt and fruit, so I've got a couple of options, so I'll have a think and I'll let you know.
Just heading out for my walk. I'm having this one of the protein bars from Lidl. It's 170 calories. So, but 15 grams of protein. I'm just a bit hungry, so I'm going to have this just to keep me going. Out for my walk, and I've got Luna with me. You can't see her, she's down there somewhere. Eddie and Tom are over there just setting the tent up so we can take some pictures to put it on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. Probably eBay, this one, I think. We've had this tent for a few years, but we've only maybe used it 5 times maybe. It's come in handy. We used it when Eddie did this half Ironman and we camped in Norfolk. Come on. She's hanging around because she wants them to come with us, but they're not coming. Come on. So she's pulling back because she wants to wait for them. Once we get further away, she'll be fine. But at the minute, it's really like muggy. It's overcast at the minute, but it's getting warm. So I'm glad I've come out when I have. This path that I'm taking isn't too bad because this is quite shady. But the path further on the other side will be in sunshine, so I want to get around before it gets too hot. Putting his little paws. I don't know if I'm going to be walking 45 minutes because I'm going to walk for 30 minutes and come back and help them with the tent. But I should imagine they'll be done by then. It is quite a hard tent to put up, it takes a while. So Eddie and Tom are treating part of that as their mixed cardio workout. Because on 75 hard, it doesn't say you have to walk or run, it just says you have to do an activity outdoors. You could do like sit-ups in your garden if you wanted to. If you really wanted to do that 45 minutes. Come on! She's really dragging her heels. Come on! They're staying to put a tent up. We're going. Come on. Come on. Just stopped to give Luva a little drink and then I've turned around. I'm staying on this one path which is all covered with trees, so it's nice and shady. We are back, and what I thought would be just a 45-minute outdoor activity and a drive there and back. We've been out for about 3 hours or so. It took hours because I went to walk Luna and I did about 42 minutes of walking, and then I came back and they were still putting the tent up. It took ages. So then we got the tent up and then we had to put the bedrooms inside. We took our old tent to the park to put it up because our garden isn't big enough to take photos so we could put it on eBay. So our tent is a 6-person tent. It is massive. We've used it like maybe 4 times, but obviously it's been in the garage, so there's no guarantee that it hadn't gone like mouldy or anything like that. But thankfully it hadn't. It's in perfect condition. So we took some photos. We're going to be putting on the eBay, but it took so long to put it up and down. So I got back from a walk and they were still doing it, and then we finished off doing it together. Obviously we've got Luna, and I couldn't just put Luna in the car with the windows open because it was just too hot, so I had to kind of hold Luna whilst we sort of took it in turns doing it, and it was just awful. And now I know why I don't camp. We bought the tent for cheap holidays when the kids were younger, but it never really took off that successfully. So even if I was going to get back into camping now, I'd either get a tent box or I'd get an inflatable tent. There's not a chance I would go back to doing that. I'm very thirsty. We're making good progress in the garage. Once we get rid of all the camping gear, that's a large chunk of stuff out the back of the garage. We've sold a cool box. I'm not selling the little electric fridge box that we've got because that came in really handy when we were having the kitchen done. But we sold the cool box. We've sold, which is really old. We've sold 2 camping stoves. Well, I think we've sold 1 so far. One's coming today. We've got a camping cupboard. There's a table and chairs. We've got loads of stuff, so we're just basically getting rid of it all. We've sold so far. What else have we sold? We've got a bed to put on, which is like a day bed, one of the IKEA ones that turns into a double. So we've had that in the garage for ages, thinking that Chloe might get a house and might want it in her spare room or something, but she hasn't got a house yet. They're too expensive to buy, so we've just given up now, waiting. So we're just going to get rid of it. I would daily eventually like to put my gym into the garage so that I could cancel my gym membership and have all my equipment here. Not because I don't like to go out to the gym, but it's just so much easier if I want to work out at any time, even at night. I can just go in the garage, whereas I can't really walk across to the gym on my own. So that's the plan there. Plus it would be nice to get the bike out of the front room downstairs and get it into there and get some proper fans and cooling and heating for the winter. It's almost 2 o'clock and here's my lunch. I've got eggs that have been scrambled. They're quite small eggs, but I've counted, I think it's 3 medium. I've got tomato and spring onion in there. 2 slices of a 400-gram loaf from our bakery that has got some cheese on top of it. I found a small loaf, but I think I've just tracked it as a cheesy baguette and just put the weight in. So it won't be quite right, but it'll be more or less okay. And then it's just got 10 grams of Norpat lighter on, and then Eddie's got the same. But this is the first thing I'm eating apart from the protein bar, so I'm starving. On my way back from a very late session at the gym. So it's currently 9:15. It's quite cloudy, but it's just going dark, I think. It's just still 23 degrees. I am roasting. Just been to the chippy for urine. Haven't had anything myself, but he asked me to pop on my way home so he didn't have to get anything delivered. So I'm just going home now to have a shower. I'm not sure what I'm having to eat because I haven't got anything in for tea. I had my lunch quite late. I think I showed it you. Just had one of those protein ready meals. It's just too hot to do anything, to be honest. Anyway, I'll see you at home. Almost forgot to record my food, so all I've got for my dinner is a Primula jalapeno and tomato sandwich, and I've got some yoghurt, granola and strawberries. I've still got, I think it's something like 300 calories left, but I'm not going to have anything else after this. It's quite late. It's finally cooled down enough for me to eat, so I'm going to have this and I shall see you tomorrow. Good morning. Well, it's probably good afternoon actually now. Well, it's not quite. It's Sunday and I got up early, went to the car boot. I recorded a tiny bit of footage, but not much. There was nothing there. It was just a waste of time, really. We were there quite early. I think we got there for 7:30. We were later than we intended to be because we came out of the house only to find that somebody had very kindly destroyed our front fence. So this is a fence we put in last year that it was kind of flimsy. It was metal, but it was from a garden centre, but you can't dig into that particular garden bed. So we'd tried to stop dogs going in there and pooping in our front garden. It's not even really a front garden. It's just like a little patch in front of the downstairs front window. And it kind of worked for that perspective, but it was quite flimsy, but it was concreted in. But I don't know if it was just a drunk that fell over and fell into it and knocked it over, but it lifted all the concrete. So we came out to that this morning, which was a bit of a shock. And so that delayed us going slightly. But anyway, we went over to the car boot and like I say, there was nothing, no bargains to be had. So we left empty-handed. I was hoping there'd be one of those meat vans there so I could get some meat for the week, but there wasn't. So again, empty-handed. I've just sat down now doing a meal plan and making a list of what I need from shopping, and I'm going to head out food shopping in a sec. It's 11:20. I think I might have a slice of toast or something before I go because I'm feeling really hungry, and obviously it's never a good idea to go on an empty stomach. I did track walking around the car boot. I walked Luna around and I did track
like an hour's activity, but actually exercise minutes, it's only given me like 6 minutes or something. So I'm probably still going to go out for another walk later, I think, just to, I mean, I have done over 45 minutes outdoors, so it does count towards 75 hard if I don't go out again. Still got my indoor exercise to do. I've read my book, but I haven't done my progress picture yet, and I haven't made much of a headway with my water, so I'm not doing very well today. Obviously, I'm in the final stages, so I need to get on and get this done. So yeah, I'm going to get down through some of that. I'm going to quickly nip shopping now and get on. I would still like to do some, I've got all the bits I need to get done today as well, so it's going to be a busy day, I think. My indoor exercise today, I'm not sure if I'm just going to go on the bike here or whether I'm going to go across to the gym. Not quite sure yet. It is warm outside. It's actually not too bad in the house. When we were out the car boot, it got quite warm, but it's cloudy today, so you haven't got that whole thing of the sun being quite in your face. But yeah, I'm going to nip shopping. I've actually got a voucher for Tesco, £6 off £60 spend. So I don't know whether to go to Lidl and Tesco's or whether just go straight to Lidl, because I know it's going to be ultimately cheaper. But last time I went to Lidl, they didn't have the big packs of chicken or anything, and I really need it. So anyway, I'll speak to you later. If I have anything to eat before I go, I'll show you. But otherwise, I'm going to head off shopping. It's 12 o'clock. I'm just having 2 slices. They're very, very thin of wholemeal toast with a bit of jam and a bit of Norpat lighter on. And I've tracked it in my app. So, and then I'm going shopping. I'm back from shopping. God, that was hard work. It is so warm today. It is just unbearable. So I've got all my shopping done. I was going to do a haul. I still might. I've just got to make some room because everything is a tip in my kitchen. I've just got stuff everywhere. You know, because we're sorting the garage out, things are coming in and staying in. So I might have limited space, so you just have to bear with me. But I'll try and do a haul. I spent a fortune. It cost me £189. Now, I did buy a couple of extra bits, which I'll show you. But everything is so expensive. Meat is so expensive. I thought it was going to start coming down in price, but certainly at our shops it's not. So anyway, I'll get it out and I'll show you what I bought. Right, I'm going to go through this stuff first because this is the stuff that needs to go in the fridge and freezer and it's warm, so it's going to go off. I did buy a great big bag of jasmine rice. They didn't have any small ones apart from the microwave rice. I think this was £7.99, but it's quite a big bag, so it should last us for a while. I think next time I go, I'm going to do the same with the basmati rice because I can get some storage containers and keep it under the stairs, and it just means I'm not constantly buying it. I bought this chicken and tomato pasta bake. That is mainly for Ewan, but possibly for all of us if you do fancy some. For a third, it's 477 calories, so if you have it with salad or something, that's okay. I bought this. This is more for Ewan for today, even though it is dated the 30th, because it was reduced to £2.49. It's a crispy pancetta macaroni cheese with mozzarella and croutons. I'm not even going to try and attempt to look at the calories. It's covered by the reduced sticker, but it wouldn't be something that I'm going to be eating anyway. 2 packs of salt and pepper chicken chipolatas. I think they're like £2. They're like £2.79 or something. Let me get my receipt. They're £2.49 a pack, but I had a 15% off coupon, so I got 74p off. So I picked those up because they're always quite good for breakfast, and you can even sort of make them into like chicken meatballs for dinner. I bought some more of my protein meals, although they didn't have much selection this time. These again were on offer. They had 20% off, so they're normally £1.79, but then with the 20% off for the 2 bolognese ones, it was £3.58 minus 72p. So I think it's pretty reasonable, and I probably won't keep buying them, but for the time being, because it is so cheap, it's cheaper than making lunches yourself, I've picked those up. The jasmine rice was £7.49. I've got some 0% Greek yoghurt. This is the Fayet dupe. I've bought some sour cream, that's for a recipe. I've got some vanilla skyr, which is the low-fat, high-protein yoghurt. I bought 2 packs of chicken thighs for recipes for this week. Incidentally, I don't know if I've mentioned, this shopping came to £181.26. The meat is very, very expensive now. For the 2 packs of chicken thighs, they were £5.99 each, so it came to £11.98. They didn't have any big packs of chicken breast. These are large, but they didn't have the 2 kilo packs. I've had to buy 2 of these. These were £5.99 each, so it came to £11.98, which, sorry, the wrong way around. This was £12.98, £6.49 each. So it's not a huge amount more expensive, but the 2 kilo packs are definitely cheaper. But every time I've gone into Lidl recently, they haven't had them in, so I've had to just buy those because I just can't faff about. I've bought some extra large turkey breast mince, which is only 2% fat. Where is it on my receipt? So let me see if I can see the price of it to let you know.
£3.99 for 500 grams, which is cheaper than beef. So this beef mince, which is 5%, this was £6.75. And how big is it? I don't know if this is one with 700 grams, 750 grams. Again, they had that big pack for £11.99 or something. It was so expensive. And even the one that was 10% and 20% fat wasn't a huge amount cheaper. So I decided to stick with that one. I bought a lean diced beef, again for another recipe. This was £7.49 for 700 grams. I've got to find a cheaper way of getting meat. That's what I need to do because it is so expensive. I've got an unsalted butter because we use that in bread making, a double pack of bacon, some mixed eggs. Normally I buy the large eggs, but these worked out cheaper, so I bought those. I've got some Dampak lighter. I've got 3 packs of soft cheese, 2 are full fat, 1's reduced fat because Eddie wants to make a cheesecake this week. I've got a 30% lighter mature cheese, a skim milk. I've got some frozen sweet corn and some egg whites. Tom doesn't like egg yolks, and he's been using eggs and then chucking the yolks away, so I thought I'd get some of those. And also it's quite handy just to add extra to scrambled egg. I got 2 packs of this barbecue, the bourbon glazed ham, because it had 20% off and it's dated 2nd of July, so it's got plenty of date for us to use it. So that's the fridge kind of stuff. And then over here I've got dry ingredients. I've got some Simply Pen pasta. This was cheaper than the normal one I buy. I've got some spaghetti. I'm just stocking the cupboard up because I know I haven't got much pasta. I've got 2 packs of the high protein thin bagels. They're 128 calories each and 7.2 grams of protein. I've got some gravy because I know I haven't got any. I've got some ginger nuts and some digestives. That's for Eddie's cheesecake he's making. I don't know which one he wanted, and I thought I'd get both. He can do a mixture. I've got some fake Vimto. This one was one of the middle aisle specials. So it's a jog dog in need. So when we're taking Luna out, even just for a walk, it's quite nice to have your hands free. So I picked that up because we've been on about getting one for ages. Quite often she will finish one of the ends of Eddie's runs with him. So I just thought if we have that, it might come in handy. I bought a few protein bars. I only bought a small selection this time. I bought 2 of the peanut butter ones that I bought before, 2 of the salted caramel and 2 of these fudge brownie ones, and that's all I bought. I got Eddie some more cycling shorts because they were, I think, £6.99, and his have got a massive rip down the side. So he mainly goes on the Peloton bike, so that's quite handy for him. I've got some fresh toilet tissues, some biltong and some jerky. I've got some Worcester sauce. I've got quite a few seasonings actually because I know I'm running out of some of them. I got some sweet chilli. I got some light soy. I got some vanilla extract again for Eddie's recipe. I got some peppers because I know we're almost out. I got some cinnamon. I've got some turmeric. I bought Italian herbs and some ground paprika because I know all the recipes I need to call for some of that, and I know I'm running short. I've got 2 tins of chopped tomatoes, a thing of caster sugar again for Eddie's recipe. I've got some sliced gherkins because we got through them really quickly last time. This is a tin of chili con carne, and I've got a tin of Irish stew. That's because Tom is supposed to be wild camping at some point. He's going to go on a hike and he wants to take some tins with him. So he has got some tinned curry, but I thought I saw those and just picked them up and thought they're quite handy. I've got some baked beans and some spaghetti. I've got some little bananas. They're handy for pre-run or pre-gym. I've got Eddie some snacks. So he's got some baked crisps for 96 calories and some of these pop chips for 73 calories. And then over here, last but not least, I've got some parsley and some coriander. I don't very often do fresh herbs, but the recipes I'm doing calls for it, so I thought I'd get some. I've got some red potatoes and some white potatoes. I didn't have a huge amount of choice of potatoes today, apart from the small ones, so I've got some Jersey Royals. But yeah, there wasn't a huge amount of choice for potatoes. The potato man near us that we used to buy sacks from, the sacks of potatoes are now £13, so I haven't bought them because at this time of year they just don't last. So this was the only choice. I've got asparagus to go with the dinner, some broccoli to go into a recipe, some flat peaches which I have to ripen, but I've not had any flat peaches at all this year, so I just fancied some. I've got 2 packs of onions for recipes, some spring onions. The lemon is for Eddie's cheesecake, the limes are for recipes that I'm doing. I've got some garlic, some blueberries for Eddie's cheesecake and some strawberries. And that's everything you get for £181. So it doesn't seem a great deal, but there is quite a bit of meat. So I've got 5 recipes that I found on Pinterest that I'm going to be doing this week. Hopefully I'll be able to record them, so I'll be able to show you what I'm doing and I'll let you know what it's like. when I've cooked them, because there's stuff that we haven't had before, so it'd be quite nice. I'm wanting to change things up a little bit. I get bored of having the same things. It's really, really muggy. Honestly, shopping, I was like, came out and I was like, oh my God. So I'm going to put this away, and then I've still got my indoor workout to do. I have technically done my outdoor workout, but I have said to Eddie if he wants to go out for a walk to get his in, that I'll go with him. So he's just popped down to his mum's because he's got a card and a gift for his uncle. So I'm going to get this lot put away and then need to work out what recipe I'm doing for dinner today. Hopefully it'll be one that I can just put into the Ninja Possible cooker. I have got through my first water now, so that's good. I should be on my second or third by now, but I'm hoping that when I do my workout, I'll get through it because it is so hot. And then I've still got to record my weighing update. I don't know where the days are going. It's just so busy at the moment. So I'm going to get all this put away, and I'll see you perhaps when I'm putting dinner on. Here's my lunch for 283 calories. So this is a wrap, and inside it I've got a bit of the mozzarella and cheddar. I've got some Primula jalapeno, a slice of the bourbon ham, or bourbon ham, depending on where you're from, and some tomato. And I've tracked it all. I think it's like 283 calories. I haven't tracked the oat milk in my coffee yet, but I have tracked the wrap, and that's the main thing. I've also got another water on the go. My tripod in the way. Another water on the go. I'm just hoping this gives me a bit of energy, because currently I don't have any energy and I've got to go to the gym or do an exercise. So I'm hoping this just gives me a bit of something extra. Since I saw you last, I've got my kit on and I have recorded and edited my weighing update. Obviously I showed you my wrap that I had for my lunch. It is now, what time is it? 20 to 5. I need to still get my indoor workout in and possibly another outdoor workout. I had a cracking headache this afternoon, so I took some ibuprofen and just sort of like chilled, watched a couple of vlogs whilst I was waiting for my video to render and upload. It's eased off a bit now. I'm not sure whether to go to the gym or whether just to go on the bike. I had thought about going to the gym because I want to do my legs day, but then another part of me just thinks, you know what, if I go on the bike, I can just stay here, get on with doing dinner, go on the bike, do a 30-minute, perhaps even entertainment ride today, because I don't want to trigger my headache even worse. If I go and do an entertainment ride for 30 minutes, then I could do like a 15-minute stretch, or like 10-minute cool down, or 5-minute cool down and 5-minute stretch and something like that. But then another part of me thinks I'd rather go to the gym and just do my strength workout. Anyway, I'll keep you posted, let you know what I end up doing. For dinner today, I'm making a recipe called chicken paprikash. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's a bit like, it's a Hungarian, it's based on a Hungarian recipe. Mine won't be exactly the same. It's just my version. But it's chicken thighs and it's kind of braised using sour cream and things. We've had, I suppose it's similar to like a goulash really. We had some of that in Poland and we really enjoyed it. You're supposed to serve it with noodles or rice or crusty bread, but I'm tempted to have it with mashed potatoes just because I love a good mashed potato. So again, I'll try and record what I can. My phone desperately needs charging because obviously I do all my editing and uploading and stuff on my phone. So I need to go and put that onto charge before I do anything else. So probably what I'll do is I'll put my phone onto charge. I'll go and do some exercise, and then my watch needs charging as well. So I might go and put my phone and my watch on to charge, give it like half an hour or so, and then I'll go and do my exercise, and then I'll do dinner after. Ewan's already had something to eat. I bought him a mac and cheese in my shopping, which you'd have seen earlier. So he's had some of that because he's supposed to be going out with a friend tonight for a drink. So I just thought I'll get his out of the way. I don't know if he'd eat this anyway, so I thought I'll get it out of the way. Tom's busy outside cleaning my car at the moment. He really enjoys doing it, but it's just, I do pay him to do it because I don't have the chance to do it and don't have the time to do it. I really wanted to get my under the stairs cupboard, and I've said this for the past month. I think I might have to book a day off work just to try and do all these extra bits I want to do that I don't get a chance to do the rest of the time. This is where it's an advantage if you work part-time, because I just don't have any spare time and my weekends just seem to go on everything else. Anyway, I'm going to go and charge my phone a bit, charge my watch a bit, and then hopefully I'll have enough juice to see me through the rest of the day, and I'll be able to go and get my exercise done and get my dinner made. I was going to put dinner on beforehand, but actually you do all your sautéing bit to start with, and then after that it only takes like 30 minutes. So I can't see the point in doing it too early. I might as well leave it. So we hopefully eat about 7ish. I think that's the plan, because that should then cut out any snacking. 6 or 7, something like that. It's only like 20 to 5 now, quarter to 5. So there's plenty of time. So like I said, I'm going to charge my phone, charge my watch, and I'll just probably watch a little bit of YouTube or something whilst I'm waiting, or maybe go on the Xbox for half an hour. And I'll see you in a bit. I'm out for another walk. So we're down on the canal, like one of Luna's favourite places. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that, my camera looked a bit smeary. Yeah, we're down the canal. This isn't my 45 minutes outdoors, because I already did that this morning. But Eddie still had to get his done, and I don't feel like I walked enough this morning because walking around the car boot was really slow. So I've come out for another walk, but because it's not my 45 minutes outdoors, it means I can do my indoor exercise when I get back. So I'm going to do that. It's really warm though. It's really like muggy and sweaty. No air at all. But yeah, so we've come down, get the walk in, and then when I get back, I'm undecided whether to start on dinner and then leave it cooking. I think it must be a bird, Eddie. Leave it cooking whilst I'm going to go on the bike. I'm going to do an entertainment ride today. It's too hot to do anything else, and I haven't done one for probably at least a week. So I'm going to go on the bike. I don't know if I'm going to do the bike for the full time, or whether I'm going to do something else for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Just see how it goes. Like I said, I'm just very, very hot and bothered. Dinner is going to be, I don't know if I've already told you this, I might have done. What? I know, it's just all sludge at the bottom of the canal. The water's looking really dirty now, it's not moving. Yeah, so I don't know if I've already mentioned this, but for dinner I'm doing chicken paprikash. And I was thinking about doing mashed potato, but I think I'm going to just do rice like it recommends. It recommends rice or noodles, but I think by noodles, it normally means those flat noodles, a bit like, that look like tagliatelle. And I don't have any of those. So I think I'm just going to do some rice. Whew. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my walk. I'll just quickly show you Luna. There she is, come on. She's already said hello to the dog. Currently 21 minutes in. Sorry about that, I've got something in my glasses. Yeah, so I'm currently 21 minutes in. I actually feel like I'm actually walking this time. Come on, slow coach, I know it's warm. So I got back from my walk a while ago. I did actually see my next door neighbour, so we stood talking to her outside for a little while, discussing the issue we've had with the order next door. And because her daughter's a police officer, and she was saying there's not much you can do about it really, unless they're holding a lot of stock, in which case they think they're dealing, they won't do anything. So at least we know that. It's making her feel sick as well though, so hopefully if it's bad enough, eventually she'll get her daughter to do something. Anyway, that was that. And then I got back, and I was going to get straight onto exercise, but Ewan came back from meeting his friend, and he's been in here talking to me since. Tom was in here and June was in here, so I've had no chance to do anything. So I started making dinner, and I was going to film a tutorial for showing you what I'm making. I'm making something called chicken paprikash, but obviously it's not happened because I've had too many people in here. So I've had to just get on with it because it's now 8:45 and I don't want to have dinner. I want to be able to go to bed at a reasonable time. So the chicken I've got into my possible cook, I'll quickly show you. So I've got some chicken thighs in here, which I'm just browning off. I actually put a tiny bit of coconut oil in here just to brown it off rather than spray oil. And when I take this out in a minute, I'm going to fry off my diced onions and garlic, and then add some paprika, and then add the chicken back in with some stock, and I'm going to leave it to cook for half an hour. And at that point, I'm going to get some exercise done. I'll still owe a bit of exercise time after the end, but if I cook it for like 25-30 minutes, I can get this to switch itself off. Obviously, you can do this recipe on the stove, so that's why I was going to do a bit of a tutorial. But if it turns out nice and we enjoy it, then I'll do a separate tutorial another day. So yeah, I'm just waiting for taking the chicken out and putting the onions in. Once I put the stock in, I can get on with doing my exercise. So that's the plan anyway.
Right, I'm gonna just get on and I'll catch you when a bit later on. So I've done my 15 minutes core strength, I've done my 15 minute shoulder mobility, I've still got a 15 minute, I think it's called evening, I can't remember, it's evening yoga. I'll show you my dinner. I'm gonna have my dinner before I do that last one because otherwise it's gonna be stone cold. So I dished Tom and Eddie's out, but Tom has been sitting here for about 10 minutes while I've been doing my class. I've got asparagus, some rice, and I've got the chicken paprikash. I'm yet to track the recipe, which is very, very naughty of me. But it is the last day of my calories for the week. I know I've got loads of calories that I can use, and this, I'm gonna be within calories. I've only had the wrap earlier and those 2 thin slices of toast, so I know I've got loads of calories left. I will track it and I shall put on screen, if I remember when I'm editing, the calories for this meal. Just quickly looked at my app before I start putting the recipe in before I eat, because I thought I better check before I eat how much I'm actually consuming, and I've got over 1200 calories left for the day, so I know it's going to be fine, but I'm going to quickly track it and I'll let you know. So I'm all finished with my exercises. That's my functional strength training, which is my core. Then I've got this one. So one of these is my shoulder mobility for 15 minutes and the other is it was a evening stretch. It is really late now. So I stopped to have my dinner and it was delicious, by the way. Really, really recommend it. I've tracked it and it was like 600 and something calories for the chicken paprikash, and then the rice was separate. What I would say is that I probably could have added more veg like peppers and things to it and made it go for 4 people, in which case then obviously the calories would have been lower. But I actually was quite happy with that. I think it's given me the protein I need as well for my workouts tomorrow, and the rice is giving me my carbs for my workouts tomorrow. But I'm tired. That last one was one of those ones where you could easily have fallen asleep at the end of it. Luckily for me, the back door's open because it's so hot in here, and a motorbike went by and woke me up, so I could have easily fallen asleep on the floor. I'm right at the end of my water, so I'm going to get that finished. I've cleaned up in here as well a little bit before I did my last lot of exercise, just so that I didn't have to face it. The only thing is my possible cooker's just into soak, so I'll leave that ready to wash that. Just got to check, make sure Luna's not outside. I'm going to shut this back door now. I'm going to go upstairs. I actually thought I'd have to stay up for a little while longer and relax, because I thought, oh, straight from exercise. But actually, I feel pretty chilled, so I think I'll probably only have like 5 or 10 minutes to finish my drink, and then I might head off to bed. So I shall see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. So excuse the crazy appearance, but I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.